Beautiful day, beautiful soul. And welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic. And I'm back to deliver this latest timeless collective channeled message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You could find those facts on my website, located in the title of this live. Raw, real, unedited, uncut, unscripted, deprogrammed, sugar-free broadcast. Because the only thing I sugarcoat around here is these nails. Come get yours done in my private nail studio. Oh my God, I love doing your nails. Okay. All right, so let's see what's the major arcana energy for the day. We did pull your alpha and omega messages. This entire transmission will be in English. We have the death card, Scorpio energy coming out. Death card, let it go. I don't know the song from the movie Frozen, but I saw that. Let it go, baby. Let it go. Let what go? That which wants to leave, let it go. I heard that which is retired, expired, or spoiled, let it go. That's what I heard. Shout out to Interstellar Frequency, our first commenter for the last session today. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. All right, so, and this is interesting because we just did that whole Pluto and Aquarius reading in the wee hours of the morning. And the death card definitely is that energy, scorpionic energy. There's power as you let go. There's power in release. Let's get the words of clarity for love, peace, and happiness at this time for this message. What time, whatever time you find it, whatever day you find it, whatever year it is, it don't matter. It's perfect. So there's love, there's peace. Now happiness. What's the word clear for happiness? I feel circus music for whatever reason. I feel circus music. Okay, bottom of the deck. Magic, I can do magic, baby. I'll perform a trick for you. Okay, you got some magic, baby. I love it. Magic is at the bottom of the deck. This is a foundation. This is a background information. So what I see immediately, intuitively, is like, listen, you instituted something, but you got to let this go. So that what you brought in, that what you materialize. I see happiness says materialize. Peace is receive. What's the love word? Response. You're going to see love respond to you, baby. Yeah, you're going to see the universe respond to you as you receive your peace, and happiness is materialized. Okay, so let the old self die. I heard let the old self die. Let that old energy just expire. Okay, I'm feeling the Abukra cards next. So let's get an Abukra message on the table. What's up, I see you. Okay. Let's see what we got coming out from the Abukra for today. Somebody asked me once, do you only shuffle 3 times? No, not usually. These are shuffles too. Okay. Let's see what we have. You are going to be thrilled at your hidden capabilities in the manner in which you succeed in taking advantage of a golden opportunity about to rise. Now that sounds magical, baby. Yeah. Golden opportunities are rising. We like this. We like this. Don't that feel good? Mm-hmm. Let's get some overall guidance from the published Words of Clarity deck. And we're going to go ahead and throw 3 shuffles on this one too. In the table anyways. Okay, and then we'll do some more on the palm until it comes out. So let's see, what's the overall guidance? If we're just to take one word for guidance, what's the guidance, Lesser God? The guidance is present. Be present. There's a lot in this. Okay, there is a lot in this. So much in this one word. Okay, so, and then it's giving me so the other night I was in here doing karaoke at like 8 o'clock at night by myself, top of my lungs. Okay, with the microphone and everything, full volume. In here by myself, just having a ball. And I had to sing Stairway to Heaven. And there's a lyric in there that talks about a lady who knows that words have two meanings. Present as in gift, present as in right now, present as in here. Oh gosh, this one is a triple threat. Okay, bottom of the deck. Activation. That looks a lot like the magic over there. Yeah, you activated this. So be present for it, honey. When this golden opportunity arrives, you say, yes, please and thank you. Practice it with me here today. Yes, please and thank you. We got to get real good at saying that phrase. Yes, please and thank you. That means they only have to ask you once. You're going to say, yes, please and thank you, because we got to remind ourselves to use our P's and Q's, our pleases and our thank yous. So yeah, all that. Let's get some factors on this. I'm feeling the Kabbalah Oracle can show us some of the factors about this golden opportunity about to arrive. What can you show me about this golden opportunity that's about to arrive? Oh, that was a terrible shuffle. We're going to do that one again. What can you show us about this golden opportunity about to arrive? Okay, it's going to look like things are not coming together. That's what the shuffle just said to me. Yeah, it's going to appear to be as though things are not coming together. But they are. I heard, don't fret. Fear not, my child, I heard. Okay, I'm looking for 3 cards. There's 2. One more, please. Some details about the golden opportunity about to rise. And 3. There we go. Bottom of the deck is the covering. This opportunity has been concealed. It's been concealed for purpose and for reason. This one over here closest to me says agitation. Somebody is going to be in agitation. I heard that's going to provide a golden opportunity. Let's see what's this about. The man of blood and the thaw. Okay. Somebody has a basic need. I'm getting that somebody has a very basic need, and they're very agitated because that basic need has felt unmet. This really, honestly, the way I'm getting it too is it feels like when I get new clients and they just have been so irritated because they've been doing everything their part. They pay their nail tech. They tell them what they want. They don't get what the fuck they want. So they be agitated. And then when they come out of my shop, they'd be so happy. So there's something here about, this person is done. And I feel like this is someone around you. I saw that. I didn't say that, but I saw that while I was shuffling, that this is what somebody around you is experiencing. They're tired of the freeze. They're tired of waiting. There's an agitation that's happening. And maybe they were closed to an idea before with the thaw coming out. They could have been closed to the idea before. But now, with the man of blood, what it's saying to me is there's a basic need. There's a basic need that's not being met in some sort of way. And they're tired of waiting. They're tired of waiting for, okay, so something is about to change. Big change happening as a result. All right. I want to use my other words of clarity deck, my OG words of clarity deck, to see your side of the table. How's this look on your side of the table regarding this golden opportunity? Since you told me that those cards were going to talk about what's going on the other side, let me see this side of the table, okay? Let's see this side of the table. That was the other side of the table experience about this golden opportunity. Let's see about you. This side of the table on the golden opportunity, please and thank you. Show me 3 cards to explain this side of the table on the golden opportunity. Look at the way it came out. Just 3 cards, just like that. You can't. Uniting at the bottom of the deck. I heard, did you say a prayer or did you put an intention to unite with those who you are meant to, or to unite with those who you could be of service to, or to unite with fill in the blank? What was it you were asking to unite with? Okay, wanting, celebration, and then, wow, we got Princeton's drawing here of his little happy face. So this is where you're going to be in this situation. You'll be wanting celebration. Okay. So this is something about, this is that feeling like, I'm so tired of hearing ladies complain about their nails after they didn't spend their hard-earned money, or maybe it's not hard-earned, but it's money that they have spent to get what they want. So there's something here about, listen, you want them to celebrate because you're like, I know exactly what to do. Or you're like, I got exactly what you want. Why are you over there stressing yourself out, being agitated when I got exactly what you want? I don't know. Let's see what's coming from the Pleiadian Oracle, because I got this early this morning that today the Pleiadian Oracle was going to speak to us. So let's see what is the message from the Pleiadian Oracle. Let's get 3 shuffles on this deck. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you got what somebody's been wanting. They got what you've been wanting. The wanting is coming together. There's a need that's going to be met. A golden opportunity is about to arise for you. This is coming from magic that you have activated. And this activation card is actually looking like the pineal gland is lit the fuck up, baby. That brain is doing the work. In other words, you're spending your time focused mentally on the things that you want more of. Focus in a beneficial way. Focus in your empowered state instead of focus on lack and limitation and I can't and why not and why it don't work. You know, this just reminds me of a conversation that I had with somebody, and that person will recognize the conversation. This person was telling me how their spouse always had these great ideas of what was possible for them. And as this person went into explaining how, you know, we can't plan for that because we don't know this, we don't know that, we don't know the other. And what came out was, how do you know? Why you got to be a dream killer on that? Can't you just let the lady dream? If it doesn't come out, it doesn't come out. But I mean, can't she plan for something great to happen for you guys? You know, so that was a great conversation to have. And when it was said, it was like, oh my God, really? So something like that could be happening here because I just received that. All right, we have timeline jump. Look at this, is gorgeous. Timeline jump. I like a timeline jump. A good timeline jump is always awesome. I feel intuitively that I have jumped timelines a few times, having experienced that Mandela effect as a result. Definitely felt like I have timeline jumped a few times into different realities, into improved states of being from where I have been. Timeline jumping. And now they want me to talk a little bit about the technique that I've been shared with before I go into the book about this. Timeline jumping, the best way to do it. Get the emotional satisfaction for where you at, and then build the bridge to where you want to be. Now, how do you do that? So they always show me the example because it's very clear in this example and easy to explain. When I was staying in an apartment and I wanted to be in a house, I wanted a more spacious space. So what I did was lay in the bed, lights off, and I found all the things I was grateful for this apartment. I was grateful for walls, doors, windows, electricity, running water, stoves, refrigerators, toilets, showers, floors, closets. I'm talking, I found gratitude for all that stuff. And I found reasons why I was grateful for it. Why was I grateful for doors? So we can go in and out. And there's a designated space to go in and out. And the door has a lock on it. So that way only those who are supposed to go in and out, go in and out. And when I leave, it's locked up and I don't have to worry about folks going in. I mean, I got real dumb with it. I mean, I dumbed it all the way down to the simple, bare reasons. Why am I grateful for these windows? Because I could close the curtain over it, or I could look out of it and see what's going on outside. And boy, when it's raining, I sure love to pop open them windows and smell the rain. And why do I like these walls? Because it gives us a little bit of separation of our space so we can organize things better. I love these closets because we got places to put our clothes, toys, shoes, everything else that we can think of. It all fits in a closet. Now, what I didn't talk about was the fact that I had people living upstairs who just seemed to be like, it was just a lot. Like, I had somebody living upstairs for me now. It doesn't bother me one bit, but over there, it just was so just annoying. It was like, it was all day. It was a river dance all fucking day upstairs. Anyways, what I didn't get on about was, you know, that even though we had all those closets and stuff, all that shit was in there, but yeah, it barely fucking fit. Oh yeah, we had all the rooms, but I didn't talk about none of that stuff. I didn't think about none of that stuff. I focused on the aspects of my current reality that I completely appreciated, and I got into such a high vibration of appreciation. And then what I did next, this is key. This is where you go from building the bridge from where you're at to where you want to be. Then I thought about, well, what would I like my next home to look like? Well, I'd like to have this many rooms and this many bathrooms and this many car garage. And I want a yard with a fence, and I want a gated community. And I want enough room for my kids to catch speed. They were real little at the time. They were on like 2 and 3, right? And I have a niece, like 4. So I want the kids to catch speed when they run in the house. I want them to have enough room to run. I want them to be able to ride their little baby bikes in the house. I want them to have a yard to play in. And oh man, I'm going to love it. And you know what's the same that I'm still going to love that I'm already have of my house? I'm still going to use the toilet, the shower, the sinks. I'm going to brush my teeth in the sink. I'm going to cook on the stove. I'm going to have a refrigerator, and I'm going to put food in the fridge, and I'm going to cook good food up in there, and I'm going to wash the toilets, and I'm gonna wash the floors, and I'm gonna vacuum, and all these different things that are the same here as they will be there. Finding appreciation for where you're at, and then building the bridge, filling in the details of where you want to go. Where you want to go. What do you love about where you at, and how can you find the common ground between here and there where you want to be, and then build that bridge from that energy of appreciation. Not focus on the shit we don't like, not focus on the stuff that is not enough, but focus on why it is great. And that could take a little bit of practice for some of you who have not really trained your mind to see the best in things, but it's possible. If I could figure it out as boo-hoo as I have been in my past, you can figure it out, and probably faster and easier than I did. I'm just saying. So let's read what the book has to say. Plus, you got me here to tell you about my experience and how it worked for me. Oh, by the way, just so you know, I did find the house I wanted. One of the things that I included in my visualization was that I wanted, when I did this timeline jumping technique, I wanted to end up in a house that felt more like a Summerlin house. So in Las Vegas, Summerlin is a very nice neighborhood, more upscale, newer homes. And I was just tired of living in old, decrepit shit. So what I didn't say also was that when I found that house, to have everything that I asked for, the 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2-car garage, gated yard, a gated entry community, to top it off, like we had a private park and these cute little street lamps all through the whole neighborhood that were always on. They was so great. I walked into that house, and even though it was not located in Summerlin, that house looked and felt like a Summerlin house. I lived in that house for about 5 years. Some of you remember when I moved. And guess what? Now I live in Summerlin. And while we were there, while we were living in that house, the studio was moved to Summerlin. So I believe that timeline jumping is still working. So I know that I've jumped timelines. I know that I've made this work. And that's just one of the experiences. I've told you about others on other readings. That's the one we want to talk about today. Let's see what the book says about timeline jump. All right. Now, quickly, they also say, as you timeline jump, you must release the old identity, the old self, the old life, to embrace the new life that you are jumping into. And on this image, we have this dude with his bike, and he's walking his bike. He's about to jump timelines, okay? I feel like it's been a journey to get here. So let's see what the book says now. Held back from most of the human populace is the deeper reality that you are a fully multidimensional being in truest form. Your soul resides in a multiverse with infinite possibilities and timelines available. When one becomes conscious of these subtle fields, they gain the ability to consciously leap into other timelines that best serve their evolution and happiness. This quantum field is where one experiences a true freedom and empowerment to know that all of consciousness is liquid and one is never stuck anywhere. Timeline jumping is not just some lingo out of a sci-fi movie, but a backed by truth by many of your Earth quantum scientists who understand multiverses and the infinite possibilities of this universe we reside in. When the timeline jump card arrives, it indicates that you do not need to stay on your present timeline, for you reside in a multiverse of infinite possibilities. Now is a great moment to activate your natural timeline jumping skills and quantum leap onto the earth of your choosing. Recognize that you are a timeline jumper, and through your vibratory match, you will naturally cross over into other multiverses that match your frequency. Know you are never stuck, and Source always provides infinite roads. Additional meanings are freedom, options, movement, change of plans, moving on, new life, new beginnings, quantum field. Pause and contemplate on a timeline that you wish to jump on via a positive, focused intention. They just said it in one small sentence, the experience that I had. Thank you for your love donation, Monday. Welcome back, love. So, what timeline would you like to jump yourself off into? And it's interesting because this whole experience is interesting because I just had a whole Doctor Strange moment right before this. You guys don't even know. So I'm in the kitchen. I got a pot of beans on. I've been wanting a pot of fresh homemade beans. I haven't had that in forever. So I got a fresh pot of beans on, threw some garlic and a jalapeno in there. And I all of a sudden saw my higher self, from Doctor Strange, how they do all the hand movements and they open up the portals and then the world starts flipping and folding and everything changing. And that's what I saw. That's what I saw. We are timeline jumping. Now, this is significant because a lot of things are changing and you are seeing those possibilities for yourself. And so some of you are taking actions from different possibilities that are available for you. And I'm hearing that this is an alignment. This is you creating an alignment between what's possible for you and where you're at. You are creating a bridge. So if you've been pushing yourself to do what you could do in your new life from this self, maybe you've been stretching your finances or stretching your spiritual abilities or stretching your physical abilities or stretching your capacity to love, whatever this is about for you. I see that you can totally do it. And now, if nothing else, you have a technique. Yeah, baby, you got a real tried and tested technique because, like I said, that's not the only time that we have done that. So let's look at your archetype. I'm going to pull the archetypes from the Wild Unknown archetype deck. We'll put 3 shuffles down on the table and then we'll take it from the palm. So thankful and grateful for all your beautiful presence. Thank you all for stopping and giving this video a thumbs up. Even if you got to pop out and pop back in, that'd be great. Thank you for sharing it. Some of you have chosen to share my content on social media. I really appreciate it. Thank you for telling your friends who are like-minded about it. They could really love the information that we have. I'm freaking done right now. We just got number 13 again. 13 again, going back to that death card right in the middle, going back to that Pluto reading we just did. This 13 is from an oracle deck, so it's not the tarot, but it doesn't matter. When I read these things, I definitely see, okay, I'm seeing a lot here. I read from the numbers that they assign, and I always channel perfect messages. So not only do I see a total transformation with that 13, but I see the 10 and the 3 separately showing me Wheel of Fortune and the Empress energy, which is telling me positive changes, changing out the old karmic cycle, creation that comes grounded and founded in love, or in this case, in our channel, love and peace and happiness. Try hip. Yes, baby. It's the crone. The crone is the 3rd character trait in the trinity of the maiden, mother, and crone. She is your witch. If I put the word crone in Google Translate in Spanish, it's going to come out bruja, which means witch. But really, she's the old wise woman. Okay, so let me get this book out. We'll read some more. Reading is good. I heard reading is fun. How many of you remember the RIF program in school? Reading is fun. They used to give us free books every time they came on. Man, I loved it. Okay. Now, one of the things I want to notice is that this Corona's got a medallion in its hand. Maybe it's a coin in its claws, but I noticed that it's got the 6-pointed star on it. It's got the 6-pointed star. So that's the Star of Solomon. There's a seal of Solomon on there. So that's interesting to me. But let's see what it says. The crone, the witch, the old woman, the sage. The crone has seen it all. Nothing frightens or surprises her. She is the final manifestation in the feminine trifecta of the maiden mother crone. In her long life, she's witnessed endless cycles of death, sex, failure, rebirth, conflict, and regeneration, giving her the ability to rise above the world of duality. She laughs at notions of good or bad, right or wrong, as she has seen the earth churning, smoldering, taking life and giving life. The crone energy accepts everything in, devouring beauty and suffering with the same mouth, using their energy to reveal hidden secrets and knowledge. Her energy resides in all of us, though it is feared by most for its power and unconventional relationship with death and the macabre. Awakening the crone is dangerously rich and unapologetically magic. So when light, magic, clairvoyant, psychic, intuitive, and wise, watch out if she goes dark, because then it'd be vindictive, bitter, isolated, or ostracized. Okay. Some of you can relate to the wisdom of these characters. It says, go deeper. Dumavati, Hecate, Baba Yaga, and Lilith. So those are some of the goddesses and mythical creatures. Okay. The crone is the master of letting go and residing in what is. She rejects nothing. The crone is often seen with the crow, smoke, night, and the moon. All right, let's see what this side says. The crone has a difficult time tolerating superficial, petty, day-to-day musings. She moves away from such relationships and seeks a deeper path, even if this means a more solitary life. So how many of you can vibe with that crone energy? Because that's how you're coming out, baby. You're coming out as having lived a life. You've got some wisdom. You got some understanding. You know better than to just sit in duality of good and bad and light and dark and all these different things. You know that life can be so much more nuanced, and you know that out of one can come the other very easily. So as a bit of guidance, let's go to the Wild Unknown Alchemy. Now, remember that the main overall guidance card we had was present, that we should be present, okay? And that we should receive our presence, and that, present right now. All right. I heard, and what can you present? And now they're giving me a whole nother word off of it. And what can you present? Okay, is also in that present as a guide, okay, as a guiding word. With that, the alchemy, Wild Unknown Alchemy cards will give us a clearer outlook about the guidance. So let's do this. Let's put this one on this side. We'll put this one on this side. Okay, so this is what's happening. We're on a timeline jump. Who are you? You're the crone in this. You're the old wise woman. Some of you identify as a witch. I don't really use any of these terms. The word that I like is divine. I'm a Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm just a divine conscious being, aware. I'm willing to learn. Why I gotta tell them that? I was about 12 years old when I was in church, and I learned about the wisdom of King Solomon, and I asked God to make me wiser than King Solomon. It was a very heartfelt prayer, This is why I have to learn a lot. This is not a have to. This is a get to. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, Lord. I don't want to tell you that. Why my ego is so embarrassed. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. You sure think a lot of yourself, don't you? The ego going off now, embarrassed. You sure think you all that, don't you? Ego talking shit. And it's like, sit down and shut the fuck up. Okay, sparks of light. Sometimes I got to talk like that to the ego. I'm just saying. All right. The sparks of light. Ooh. I don't know if we've seen this card before because, you know, I like to meet the cards as I use the cards. So what do we have? 46. Card number 46. Roman numeral. Card number 46. Let's see what it says in the book. We're going to meet it together. Sparks of light. You know what the sparks of light is looking like before I even get into the book? The sparks of light is looking like that magic that you activated and set off. Yeah, because remember in our words of clarity for the day, for love, we had response, okay? For peace, we had receive. And for happiness, we had materialize. So it's looking like something about to get sparked off. Let's find out. One moment. I got to find where this is at in the book. Boom, found it. Okay. So the sparks of light, scintillate, hope, sensation, exhilaration. The scintillate card arrives just in the nick of time, leaving a trail of celestial light to guide the way. Follow these flickers as if they are alchemical clues, guiding you to an illuminated state. When this card appears, it's likely there's been a lull or void of direction in the laboratory. Some may even say the lights have been turned off. But in the deep void of darkness, a messenger of hope arrives, flickering and shimmering with enthusiasm. You might feel the scintillate as a childlike giddiness, the presence of magic, a vision in a dream, or a simple readiness to wake up from a long slumber. Follow the physical body. Follow the tingling sensations of aliveness within you, and you will not be led astray. Vitality, clarity, and inspiration are within your reach. You are alive. You are a vital being. Appreciate this moment. One spark leads to the next. It says to go deeper. Watch or read Shakespeare's A Midsummer's Night's Dream, and to ponder the firework yet to be lit. Like fireflies and fireworks, this card is linked to the spirit of the summer card. If these, well, they didn't appear together, but if these two appear together, you're likely in for a midsummer delight. What does this one say? The power of this card can be increased by offering recognition and thanks to the celestial realm, the many and mighty forces of light that support the alchemist on their path. Few things came out while I was reading this. One, while I got here to the point where it says some may even say the lights have been turned off. Then I saw this channel message that came through a long time ago, and it talked about being lost in a dark tunnel cave and bumping and scraping and trying to find your way through with no light. And then suddenly you glimpse a little tiny light so far away. So you keep making your way over to it. You keep making, and the closer you get, the brighter the light gets, the bigger the light gets. You start getting excited. You start to find some real, really knowing like, oh man, I'm going to find a way out of here. You build hope along in this process. And then from that hope, you build some belief. And then at some point that turns into knowing. Before you know it, you finally found yourself up close to where the light is. And what do you know? It's a mirrored door. They said it was a mirrored door. And that light was you. That light was you turning yourself on. And then you get up to the mirrored door. You open the door. Boom. Now you come out and you're Now you're in the world. Now, the other thing that I got in this while I was reading, so there's a birthing process that's happening here, which makes sense with the death card. What I'm getting here, well, I saw this when I was reading it, when it talked about waking up, a simple readiness to wake up from a long slumber. Why did I see the movie The Matrix, where they get unplugged from the Matrix and now they come into their real body? And that feels like the moment you come out and you from the other side of the mirror where you found your light. You have to find your light to get out of the dark night. Okay. All right. So one spark leads to the next. Your timeline jumping. I heard once you do it once you got it down once and you know you did it, once you find that conviction, they're showing me my excitement to share with you how I did it, right? And knowing that I freaking did it. And so they want me to tell you, like, once you've done it once, that's just a spark. That's just a spark of what you can do. You're going to do more. You're going to do more. You're going to do more. And now I was talking too, because we had a reading coming out recently. One of the episodes we did talked about a person who had an intention to cover the world with some sort of blessing, and then that they were getting the confirmation. It was coming up in the news. And that their intention of magic, that they worked for the benefit of the entirety of humanity, worked. That's happened. That's how, like, you can work this magic to benefit the whole planet. Now, I will guide anybody. Be very wise on what you work your magic with. If it's not completely grounded and founded in love, peace, and happiness, honey, it's going to have some repercussions that you might not like. Don't ever work your magic in any kind of dark or negative way at all, ever. I mean, some of you like to sage. I heard a little bit too often too. You really don't have that much negativity in you. I heard to where you need to sage so damn much. I don't know who you are, but they're saying even when you do cleansing processes, so many of you are shooting yourself in the foot because you're chasing something away with your intentions and with your words. What we would love to see you do, and what you would love to see you do, is welcome in what you're welcoming in. The crone rejects nothing, it said in the book. And so if the crone rejects nothing, that means she accepts all. As a matter of fact, I believe that's this box right here. Hold on, let me just pull it out because, yeah, see, look, it says it inside the box. Reject none, accept all. Now, what did we tell you when that death card comes out? If it wants to leave, let it go. That's different. You don't force shit. But if it wants to leave, let it go. But as far as rejecting, like, everything presenting is presenting for a reason. Okay. You don't have to, you can accept them the way they are. You don't have to reject them, but you don't have to make them part of your personal, intimate circle neither. There's understandings of how these things work. Okay, there's different ways to see this. All right, let me see. I have so many decks. I really want to use one of the newer decks. I'm going to use this Neoteric Feminine Tarot again. I really like it. So grateful. Malibu sent us some more gifts for the channel. If you would like to also contribute to the channel, not only do your love donations work beautifully for me, but you can go onto my Amazon wish list, which is located below the videos in the description box. And if you see something of what I've selected that you like for me or for the channel, that's fine. I believe you can even send things that aren't on my Amazon wish list. So let's see what we have for the message for today. And I'm seeing the 7-card gypsy spread that we use so often. What is the message that I have to deliver at this time? And we're going to go ahead and do 9 shuffles. So there was the first 3. Gosh, why does it feel so good shuffling these cards? I could sit and just shuffle. And sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll be just relaxing, watching something on TV, but the hands will be shuffling a deck of cards. Not intending a reading, just shuffling the cards. It just feels natural. Okay. Major change happen. There's a golden opportunity presenting itself. This is going to spark up some more stuff. This is part of your timeline jumping. I heard something that you could have even thought would never happen is about to happen. So let's see. We're going to pull 7 cards from the time the first card flops out. We're going to lay the spread. There we go. Okay. Okay, lit. So there's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5, 6, 7. What's at the bottom of the deck? Foundation of it all is the 6 of Wands. I heard you're being recognized. As soon as I saw that 6 of Wands, I heard you are being recognized. Okay, you've set yourself apart. You've made yourself noticeable. You stand out. You stand out as different. Anywhere where this is about a service that you offer, you stand out as different. Anywhere where this is about your energy stands out as different. Yeah, stands out as different. You stand out different. You stand out and you're recognized. This is also a card of victory. Now, interesting. So when there's a victory, somebody's going home. Death card. It's over because somebody won here. What did you win? You won something. Maybe somebody here is agitated because you don't won. And their coldness is now being shown. Oh, well, they got to go. Somebody's got an issue, though. They need some solutions. You got some solutions. Your response, let your response be love. Maybe you are hearing from somebody who's agitated because you're moving on to a new life. Let your response be in love so you can continue to receive your peace because your happiness is materialized. Hello, let's look at these cards. In the position of the past, you have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. 10 of Pentacles is talking to me about, and it often talks to me about generational karmic contract, soul contract complete. Contract complete is what it talks about. 10 of Pentacles could, for sometimes, it's come up as a divorce card. I know. So the 10 of Pentacles is an interesting card. All the cards have their light and their dark. On the light side, this is a happy family. You got it all going on. I see that so this card is saying a lot. 10 of Pentacles. You have completely taken accountability for how your energy flows, how your life goes, and what's going on. You are healthy, whole, and complete as it speaks about you. You have completed some soul contracts as it speaks of what you've done. You in the past could have been surrounded by family. Physical experiences. This is somebody who lived in the same house with the parents and the babies. Parents, babies, grandparents, all in one house. 3 generations, one family, one home. And don't forget the dogs. And this, we got 2 dogs, okay? This is having it all. And one of the things I'm hearing for you specifically here and now is when life is at a 10, only then can your 10 expand. And that came out of a conversation that I had. I was looking at the Amway group many years ago as a business prospect. And the lady asked me, how would you rate your life from 1 to 10 in these different categories? And all of the different categories, I rated it a 10. So that she said, well, if your life is a 10 in all these categories, why would you even want to do the Amway group? Because everything in my life is better than it's ever been. But that doesn't mean that there's not more for me. And that feels like the timeline jumping too. I can't even lie. That feels like timeline jumping. When you get in that gratitude of everything and why you appreciate it so much, from there, it can expand. When you're at 10, it has to expand. Think about the way it shows me. It's like a full balloon. If the balloon is full, then it has to get fuller if you keep adding more into it. So this is like life is full, but we're not done. We're going to still add more into it. That's okay. It can expand. My 10 can expand. This may be the most money I've ever had, the most health I've ever had, the most love I've ever had, the best house I've ever had, the best business I've ever had, the best client I've ever had. But guess what? There's room to expand that best. From your best, there's room for better. Always. Okay. Always. But if you're not even at your best, how can you push to better? Okay. And that's one of the things about being a human on earth is you're gonna eat, you're gonna consume something, and then later you're gonna want to consume some more. That's just how life works here. Okay. Yeah, I remember when I wanted to have 3 and 4 bedrooms. And that time when I was in that apartment, that was a 3-bedroom apartment. I was so happy to have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. But guess what? And later I wanted more. This is natural. This is how humans work. Don't feel bad about that. So you came into this self-wholeness in the past. Some of you live with family. Some of you, this was definitely about closing out the old cycle. The 10 had become enough. But there was a win in this. There was a win. There was recognition that you overcame some things. So there is recognition that those old soul contracts are complete. Okay. Completing the old soul contracts is one thing that's going to help you align easily with a timeline jump. Let's see in the current energy, what do you have? The Chariot. It's time to move forward. Take control and move on. Drive the car of your life. Yes. Put both hands on the wheel and get moving. In this case, this lady is standing up in the car. What is she doing? Why are you standing in the car, girl? You can't drive if you're standing up. Oh, she's taking her moment of praise before she moves on. Oh, that's good. Okay, so now they're showing me an experience, and this is part of the message. They're showing me an experience where I was at the Phoenix one night. This older gentleman was out on the smoking patio where I was, and he said, "You know what?" And we just started having a light conversation. But he said, "Can I give you a piece of advice? I mean, I don't remember how many years older than me he was, but he felt he was so much older than me. He just wanted to share his life with us. I'm like, sure, I'll hear you. What you got to talk about?" And he's like, "Do yourself a favor and spend more time celebrating your victories, celebrating your accomplishments." He said, "In life, we're always so busy about the next thing that we've got to do that we don't take time to sit and bask in the accomplishment that we just did. We just had a major accomplishment. We just completed a major cycle." This lady standing in this car, instead of pedal to the metal, she's like standing there getting her roses, baby. She's standing there getting her praise. She's standing there basking in the moment. And notice there's no other people in this card. She's standing there basking in the moment of the success that she's had, knowing that there's so much more to follow. The Chariot for me is a card of being on victory road. When the Chariot comes out, you are on victory road, honey. You are set to win. But you're going to have to move forward towards that win. You have to take action, move forward at some point. It's okay to take a moment to celebrate your victory. Like me, I thought that my registration was due on the 19th of January. So here I go. I'm like, damn, this month we had to build the pedicure station, had Quentin's birthday. This was on the heels of daughter's birthday and car registration. God dang, it's an expensive month. I'm thinking to myself. But you know what? I wasn't worried about it. I went and I did it. And then, of course, they print out my registration and it was due next month on the 19th. I'm like, oh, Lord, I had a whole nother month. All right, well, I'm proud of you, Melinda. You did it. You did it. You did it. You're keeping on track. You're handling your business. I know that for somebody that is so ridiculous that I am talking about that. But I don't care. For me, it is me handling my business is a big deal. It matters to me. So I sat in celebration of that. And then that made me, of course, think about all the other stuff I did. I did build the pedicure station. I did do Quentin's birthday and got him what I promised I would get him. He wanted a freaking hoverboard, so he got his hoverboard. And I'm still doing everything I need to do for myself. I wanted to make that. So I could go on and on with the details of my life. The point of it is, this morning in particular, sitting in the car, driving, basking in, reflecting on all that I accomplished. That's okay. You should too. That's why the Chariot card is here right now. But the Chariot card says, yeah, you can take your moment of praise and take your moment to bask in the sun and take your moment to bask in the victory. And then it's going to be, yes, it will be on to the next after that. So let's see in the hidden blessing, what do you have? You have the Page of Pentacles. The hidden blessing is the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Hidden blessing is there's somebody here who has a big pentacle and they know what they want. Somebody here is in Paris. I can't help but see this Eiffel Tower and the French grid. And okay, so somebody here, Paris, is going to be resonant with you. Okay. Page of Pentacles is a great idea, and knowing what work needs to be done. So as this applies to you in the hidden blessing, you know what to do to accomplish goals. You know how to fixate your focus on that which you want. Now, what does that pentacle represent for you? The 5-pointed star symbolizes Venus, which is material, physical, taste, touch, feel stuff. So spirit always shows me, every time I see pentacles, spirit always shows me it's like flashing, flashing from this to that to the other. This image of the star is never fixed. It's constantly changing for different ones into what they want it to be. So what is in your hidden blessing is you know what you want. You know how to focus on it. You know how to maintain that focus on it. And you know that that point of focus is going to create for you the attainment of that. You know how to maintain your focus, and you know that that focus is creative energy. Now, I also see for somebody, I saw a child. There's an earth sign child, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn child. I heard this child is just a delight. There's a child. It's a delight. This child is still a little baby, but they show act grown. I heard they show act grown. So there's something here about the baby being a delight. And that's a part of your hidden blessing. There's a lot that's going to come out with that child in your life. I heard make sure that you keep speaking these beautiful words, because I love that. One of the things that you're going to find is that child is a solidifying of a timeline jump that you make. So there's something in their life experience that this child is going to play out that correlates to your timeline jump. And this child provides evidence of that. Interesting. So you're on Victory Road. You've completed some old soul contracts. Now we have a progression. In the past, it was the 10 of Pentacles. It goes forward to the Page of Pentacles. So for somebody, the hidden blessing is where you used to be surrounded by family, 3 generations in one house. Now you're independent. Now you got all this time on your hands. What you gonna do with it? What will you do? Okay. In the challenge, what's the challenge? The challenge is the Emperor. The authority system, the father, the husband, the active part, this is the father energy. So this is the challenge is protection. The challenge is going out and taking the action and getting it done, taking the physical action. The challenge is the boss. So the challenge, really what I'm getting from this Emperor card is the challenge is this is like the way things have always been, the ruling. I heard the powers that were. Yeah, the powers that were. Because remember, the death of the powers that were, they don't want to go easily. Why got his cup up there like that? Why she got her cup up there like that? Emperor got her cup up there like that. Like she finna throw it at somebody. I don't know why. Again, somebody here could be agitated because you're about to timeline him. Oh no, where the hell do you think you're going? Get your ass back over here. I don't think so. I'm out. This is for somebody. Is it this child is traveling? Maybe somebody's child is traveling to Paris for college, all grown up now. Okay, and daddy don't like it. Daddy don't like it. Mommy's like, listen, you're going to have to loosen the reins. You got to let go. That child's growing up. That's a grown woman right there. That's not your little baby no more, okay? She could always be your baby, but she's a grown woman. You got to let her go out and live her life. I heard that conversation happening. So for somebody, you're having that experience. And daddy is the challenge. I also just got this. Somebody here, I heard you're ready to take this show on the road. But there's something about legalities. Something about legalities and authority structures. You don't want them to get wind of what you're doing. You don't want to, I don't think you're doing anything bad per se, because the crown doesn't see good or bad. It's just, this is something you need to do. Well, I just got this. Somebody here, you want to go dump the ashes. You don't want to worry about getting a license to dump ashes. Who the fuck says you need a license to dump ashes? Okay, so somebody here, that's the situation. I just heard that. There's an Aries person that is presenting a challenge. This person is used to being the boss. This person is used to being in charge. And what I'm getting is somebody who likes to keep their foot on a person's neck. They like to keep people subdued. They like to keep people under control. You are taking control back from a situation as you close out these old cycles. You taking control back. And I also got this with the Emperor. You have more authority now than you ever had. You got to get used to this power, honey. You got to get used to this power. You got to get used to these abilities. And I even heard this. You got to get used to all that money, honey. You're going to have to get used to it. You're going to have to get used to it. If you're coming out of poverty consciousness, you're going into wealth consciousness. Maybe you are somebody who be saying to yourself, wealth and success. Maybe you are. But if you're coming into wealth consciousness, that old mindset going to try to creep up on you. You're going to try to make you think, I can't afford to pay these bills right now. I can't afford to buy my grandson a present. I can't afford to build the pedicure throne. Yeah, you can. And so that could be the challenge. For somebody, that is definitely the challenge too, is that the old mindset want to die slow. Let's see who or what is in your environment. We have the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. A lot of decks call it work, but what Spirit showed me is this is cycles, repetitive cycles. So for some, this is somebody who's still in a karmic situation. Somebody who got an Aries who's still in a karmic situation. For somebody, you have a boss who's a karmic. So you can have a karmic soulmate that could be any role in life. It could be your daddy. It could be your boss. It could be the judge. It could be your coworker. It could be your husband. Okay, but there's somebody here. But here's the thing. There's somebody that wants to work with you because they're showing me this other card. Oh my God, not seriously. Okay, they just show. I just saw something else in the card. They're showing me from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, dedicated effort. There's somebody who wants to put dedicated effort. Remember I told you somebody has a need. They're looking for the need. You've been wanting to give this away. You got something they need, okay? There's somebody here who wants to put dedicated effort. For somebody, this is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person here. Somebody's working with an artist. There's an artist here. Oh, the other thing I saw, I couldn't help but notice her socks. Look at her socks. She got polka dot socks like my studio's got polka dots in it. Both my old location and the new location has polka dots in it. Rainbow polka dots. And they're random sizes, just like that. So is this about you being hard at work? Okay. If this is about you being in a career, there's something here about let go of the idea about who's the big boys in town. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, again, because my life is the example that I have. I'm a beautiful, high-end luxury, one-on-one focused nail studio, right? There's a million fucking nail shops in Vegas. Let me tell you, there's like 4 on 4 corners over here, right here across from my shop. There's at least 4 of them that I can think of right now. There's probably more. Then you got all the casinos where a lot of the luxury people in town frequent their time at the casinos. All those casinos have nail salons in them. So this would be a situation where, like, okay, so you're working, but you're worrying about the big boys. Don't worry about the fucking big boys. Because there's somebody out there who's irritated. They don't want to go to a damn casino every time they want to get their nails done. They don't want to go to the chop shop across the street. They're tired of it. They want high-end luxury service, and they want it in a private setting. They don't want to have the whole casino staring at them every time they go to get their nails done. Something like that. How does that apply in your experience? Okay. I heard this person is putting in the work to accomplish a goal. There's somebody here putting in the work to accomplish a goal. And some of you, this is surrounding a situation at your job. There's going to be abundance transforming through your job. Okay, if you're a business person and you're focus on your career, you instituted some intentions over your career to timeline jump because of the wisdom you have to offer. Okay, I see abundance coming in there. The big challenge, you could be looking at the boss like a challenge. They said before you even go in and talk to this boss, if you got a boss, one of the things you want to do is make sure that you pre-pave the experience. So imagine your boss loving every word that you say, being in complete agreement with you. Like you got to watch the movie of what had happened going your way before you watch in that office. Because most of you play the movie of when you didn't get what the fuck you wanted before you went to talk to the boss. You understand what I'm saying? You can't visualize him saying no and rejecting you. You got to visualize the success. See the win, feel the win. And I'm not talking about the Wynn Hotel and Casino, WYNN. I'm talking about the WIN, honey. And I'm not talking about the winds, WIND, that's going to blow it all away. No, I'm talking about the wind, WIN. If it's a wind, it's a windfall falling right into your lap of golden opportunity. That's what I see. Let me see what's the guidance for you. The Queen of Wands, yes, honey, this is time to show your shit. Work your magic. Do your art. Bring your charisma, your passion, your talent to the table. Bring that joy, that light you carry inside. Know that you're protected. You got a Black Panther sitting on your side right there to protect you. Your spirit team is with you. Some of you resonate heavy with that Black Panther energy. Put your focus to making it grow. And the Queen of Wands, she works alchemically. She works magically. She attracts the energy because she knows how to use what she has in her hand. Is her happiness is her biggest tool. So she waves that wand of happiness all over her life and she attracts these experiences. What's the outcome here? 7 of Wands. You're in a prized position. You're going to defend your territory, defend your position with skill. With skill, black belt, baby. You're a black belt. That's the top dog. Top dog, black belt. You got a position to defend. Okay. Now it's interesting here. Somebody here is going to want to try to topple your position. I see that. The 7 of Wands person is looking at this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is your guidance. So there's somebody here. You've learned to be wise. You've learned to be in your power and create these sparks of light and magic and activate beautiful opportunities for yourself. You know, other people, it's not beneficial for you to focus on what is the enemy's doing. What is the opposition up to? What is the competition doing? What competition? I heard what competition? There ain't no competition. Hands down, you're the winner. They got 7 of Wands while you're the Queen of Wands. You see what I'm saying? So this is somebody who's still learning, who could be very upset that you're attracting this golden opportunity. I want to get some more on this outcome here. Definitely want to get some more on this outcome. I'm just looking over at what deck do I want to use. I don't know which one I want to use. I want to use the Rosy Future because I love all those rainbow colors in it. It is so pretty. So let's get some clarity. The first 2 cards will be about your position. The last 2 cards will be about the other side of the table position. As I pull 4 cards to clarify the 7 of Wands as the outcome. All right. They say maintain your position. It could be tough days ahead, but you got the skills to come out on top. There could be some competition going on. There could be different people competing for a position. But hold on, honey. You were picked for this position. You were made for this position. You are attracting this position to you. You don't have to stress about it. fight about it. You've already proven who and what you are. Your skill set has been proven. There's somebody around, maybe they want to learn from you. So they keep trying to get up close to you, but they're not moving in a way that makes it pleasant. I heard they're not moving in a way that makes it pleasant. All right, let's see. What else can you show me about the Seven of Wands? 3 more shuffles. Well, because I was told to get a full shuffle on this deck too. So for those of you who want to know, my full shuffle is 9 shuffles down on the table like this. Because if you've ever heard me do the prayer over it out loud, it covers the body, the heart, the mind, and the spirit. So show me the Seven of Wands from this side of the table. 7 of Wands from this side of the table. Okay, here we go. 4 of Swords with the 6 of Wands. Perfect. Okay. And then the other side of the table, Page of Wands with the Tower. Okay, see? Bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords. I'm telling you, somebody here is disappointed, heartbroken. They could be upset that you're more qualified, or you're more skilled, or that you could actually make this happen. How you change your life like that? Why can't I do that too? Oh my God. Okay. But here's the thing. You're in chill and heal mode, and you are in your victory stance. You are the winner. There's somebody here who sees an opportunity. They're seeing an opportunity, and they thought it was theirs, but they're just the page. You're the queen. You have more skill. You have more ability. Okay. Tower, a loss, surprise, shock and awe. They could be shocked that, you won. They take the news not so nice that you were chosen. This will be some other nail tech out there about to lose a client. I know one that just lost their client the other day, because I had a new lady come in. Her nails was looking busted and disgusted. And when she walked out, she was just singing praises. Okay. Because they were so gorgeous. Yes. So it's that kind of a vibe. Somebody's winning. You are. You're winning. Okay. What was speaking to your spirit? This is a general reading, so I speak generally. I always tell you to bring your intuition to the party. Why? Because your intuition is going to fill in the details of the experience. So this is what I have coming for you. Let me get a spiritual news on this reading. Let's get some spiritual news card coming out. We'll do 3 shuffles on this deck. Let's get a spiritual news message for you. What is the spiritual news regarding this experience? Lord Source God, what can you show us? What is the most accurate spiritual news that you can show us here? You are a free thinker. You don't get caught up in what other people are doing. You're not controllable by your thoughts because you're a free thinker. What do you know? All right, let's see. What is the message? What's the spiritual news in this experience? Lord Source God, what can you show? Thank you. Spirit says, choose wisely. Be mindful that the decisions you make may have a positive or negative effect on you and or others around you. So there's that energy here. If you're being hired, somebody else was probably fired. You got to just understand that. I want to get something for you from the Healing Energy Oracle to go with this as well. All right, let's put 3 shuffles on this deck, and we'll pull 1 message for you here. Let your response be in love, so you can keep receiving your peace, because you have materialized this golden opportunity for yourself, and somebody could be a little bit jelly. Somebody could feel like it should be theirs. All right, let's see what else we have from the Energy Healing Oracle. Guidance. In times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me, and I step forward in trust. I release my faith to God, and my faith is rewarded. Yes, baby, your faith is definitely rewarded. I'm looking for one more oracle deck. Let's start, God. Show me which one it is. One more oracle deck. Which one is it? Give me a moment, guys. I'm standing here at the shelf. Oh, the Namaste cards. Okay, thank you. The Namaste Stress Less cards. Let's see what we have. We'll put 3 shuffles on this deck as well. Oh, that's the title card. We didn't need that one. All right. What is the most valuable message you have to go with this reading here, Lesser Scott? Thank you. There it is. All right. It says, touch your toes. In the most gentle way possible, touch your toes. Stretch, breathe, hold the pose. Think not of the stretch or the effort. Think of the beauty of the pose. When you are ready, bring yourself back to a more relaxed position. Repeat the process while giving gratitude to your body and the miraculous miracle of movement. When we focus on beauty and giving thanks, the strain and effort of any task is more evenly spread and we don't feel it as much. Acknowledge the beauty in every task and give thanks to the opportunity to accomplish it. Your reward will be a graceful life full of joy. I feel intuitively I'm seeing that statement is the most important thing on this card. Acknowledge the beauty in every task and give thanks to the opportunity to accomplish it. One of the things that I do is I don't beg for more clients. I ask God, who can I be of service to today? And then I end up with readings and I end up with nails that need done. You know, how can I be of service today, Lord God? I say, you gave me all these talents. How can I be of service today? What can these hands do to contribute to this world today? So there's something in that. Let's go ahead and read your Alpha and Omega messages, and then we'll be done with this session. Let's see. The 2 of emotion. A relationship grows closer as 2 people fall in love, or a current relationship grows much stronger. Friendships may deepen into a spiritual connection. Mutual respect and understanding exist or will develop. Don't give up on relationships that feel challenging to you. There's still hope. So this relationship could totally be with the person. It could totally be with your career. It could totally be with the divine, or totally could be with yourself. I heard it all those ways. Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you, you're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion, and although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone, and even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you. We love you, and you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep faith. Love you always and forever. So, this is what your timeline jumping out of. Place where you don't feel heard, where you don't feel seen, where you feel neglected, left to the side, not so much anymore. And some people could be agitated about that. But there's folks that are agitated with what they've been getting. They're agitated with where they've been, and they're choosing you. Okay? So however that applies. This is what I have for your download message for today. I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up on your way out. Put it in the comments. I'm a finisher. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. That's all, folks. Later, baby. And I'm out.